Lansing's interim fire chief is getting key support to continue the role on a permanent basis. Today, Mayor Andy Shore announced he's backing Carrie Edwards-Clemens to lead the city's fire department. Edwards-Clemens took on the role after the city announced it would not renew Chief Brian Sturdivant's contract this year. That decision came in the midst of a lawsuit against the city and its fire department. Now, that suit claims the former chief asked two male firefighters to make sure a female firefighter was wearing a bra. The city did not say if the lawsuit played any role in its decision not to renew Sturdivant's contract. The mayor's recommendation will go before the Fire Board of Commissioners on next Wednesday. A decision is expected at that time.